Hey, hello. So I started fashion training at the Co Unique Tailoring Institute, and this is my fashion school experience. Day one, I got to school very early, almost 2 hours before class time, and I let myself into the studio that I was later informed was for advanced students. And at exactly 9 o'clock, we started with prayers because it was the first day of school resumption for the year. After that, we had an orientation session where we got to meet with the founder of the school and we were given the rules and regulations that bind the school. Immediately after that, we had our introductory class on fashion designing and finding your niche. Every new student at the end of the class activity was given a starter pack, and the starter pack consists of pattern papers, my tape mates, dress pattern designing, a textbook, a tracing wheel, a form, a ruler, a logbook, and the Leco Unique sketchbook. Then we had our passports taken for our ID cards. I took pictures. I went home after meeting amazing and wonderful people on my first day. Tuesdays on the timetable is for beginner level students. So on day 2, I was the only student in class as my other classmates did not show up. Exactly 9 a.m. class started, and my first class of the day was basic sewing tools and their usage. Next was understanding the measuring tape and taking correct measurements. Then we moved on to the most stressful class of the day, part 1 of machine operation and maintenance. As a beginner who had very little knowledge on the workings of a sewing machine, I was first taught how to properly pedal a machine and get it running.
Yeah,
Okay. So my first class work was to repeat what I had just been taught. And believe me when I say it wasn't easy. It really wasn't easy. I kept struggling. The machine was not cooperating with my leg. My leg kept coming off the pedal. I kept hanging. It was frustrating. But after 2 hours, I finally got a hang of it, and then I was taught how to thread the machine, how to change the machine needle, how to reel a bobbin and fix a bobbin in the bobbin case and attach it to the machine. After the manual machine, I was taught the workings and operations of an industrial machine, and it was way easier. I got it in less than 30 minutes. The first class for day 3 was part 2 of machine operations and maintenance with Uncle Ability. Emphasis was on maintenance as he taught us how to properly uncouple, oil and service the manual machine. He also taught us how to properly grease our manual machine pedal. Next, we went on to learn how to oil an industrial weaving machine and thread it. Now, the industrial weaving machine is more complex because unlike the sewing machine, it uses 3 needles and each needle has to be properly threaded before the machine can run. Next, we went on to oil the industrial sewing machine and clean it, and then he highlighted some major differences between the industrial sewing machine and the industrial weaving machine when oiling. And for those that missed the previous class, he gave a recap on how to thread the industrial sewing machine. The last class for day 3 was basic hand stitches and embroidery. We were to learn 17 different hand stitches, but we ended up doing just 7 because of time, and the remaining 10 will be done in our next class. So this is my first week experience in fashion school. Stay tuned for more. Bye.